Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Market Report for Monday, the 31st of May 2021, where in just a few minutes, I'll tell you everything you need to know about what's happened in financial markets and the world of economics today. I'm Michael Thompson, in the chair this afternoon for Sean Aylmer. The S&P ASX 200 hit a new high today, reaching 7,202.3 points this morning, the first time it's passed 7,200. But it wasn't to last, with the market slipping to close at 7,162 points, down 0.3% for the day. The biggest decline today came from data analysis group Newey, which has downgraded its financial year revenue forecast for the second time in 2 months, triggering yet another slump in the group's share price. The share price of last year's biggest IPO has tumbled 70% since hitting a peak in January this year. Chief Executive Rod Vaudrey said that despite missing forecasts since going public last December, he was confident about the long-term outlook, but the market is clearly not happy. Newey's share price closed down 17.8%, by far the worst performer on the S&P ASX 200 today. Now, if you were listening to this morning's episode of Fear and Greed, you would have heard Sean mention PEXA, the electronic conveyancing business owned by Link Group and Morgan Stanley Infrastructure. PEXA is set to list late this month after the $3.3 billion IPO was officially announced today. It comes after rejecting a takeover proposal from Domain Holdings and private equity group KKR. Link's share price closed down 6.8%. At the other end of the market, the two biggest gains on the S&P ASX 200 today came from gold miners Resolute Mining up 4.25% and Perseus Mining up 3.5%. The next two best performers were Ingham's Group and Bega Cheese, both up around 3.5%. Between them, chicken and cheese, the makings of an excellent toasted sandwich. Fortescue Metals boss Elizabeth Gaines said she was confident Australia's iron ore industry would continue to thrive, and the revival of Brazilian producer Vale, or Chinese-backed firms in West Africa, wouldn't crimp the sector. Demand from Chinese factories remained strong, while steelmakers in other parts of the world were ramping up production, and Ms. Gaines expected the favourable conditions to continue for some time. However, she warned that it would be beneficial for Canberra and Beijing to have a closer relationship. Fortescue Metals closed up 1.4% today. Property giant Dexus has upgraded earnings guidance for the current financial year on the back of better outcomes across its whole portfolio. Dexus' share price closed up 0.5%. Accent Group has completed the acquisition of the Glue Store retail businesses and the distribution brands of Next Athleisure Proprietary Limited. That includes brands Nude Lucy, Beyond Her, Lulu & Rose and Article 1, as well as distribution rights to Superga, Le Coq Sportif, Kappa, K-Way and Sebago, all names I struggle to pronounce and definitely am not cool enough to shop at. Not much around today in the way of economic news, the calm before the storm really, because it's going to be a busy week. The Reserve Bank Board meets tomorrow and the March quarter GDP data is out the next day. The Aussie dollar is trading at around 77.2 US cents. Gold is trading up slightly to $1,908 US an ounce. And the oil price also rose a little to just under $67 US a barrel. That's it for the afternoon market report for Monday, the 31st of May 2021. Join Sean Aylmer tomorrow morning for the regular edition of the Fear and Greed Business Headlines. I'm Michael Thompson. Enjoy your evening.